It's 7:52. Last night I was talking about this guy going with me to Hong Kong, and then I did my research. Turns out Hong Kong has the same power supply and same power point as Australia. Of all my electrical gear, I haven't actually got one handy. The Mickey Mouse face, the smiley face, the Australian one. And so I won't need to take that, but I'm still taking my board. The board comes with me. I still plug that in, but I don't need to have the wall adapter thing going. That's a bit of a relief. Usually that's just the Northern Hemisphere where I need that. Yeah, I was talking about my other case. So I'm going to pack clothing in this guy here, my rolly case. So there's actually 3 bags I take. One is the Pelican case, which I've already shown you last night. Then there's a rolly case, this guy here. And then there's my vlogging bag, which is this one here. And I've got some stuff laid out here that I'm packing. But I do travel extremely light when it comes to clothing. In fact, because I'm going to a warm climate, China is particularly warm. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in China right now?
It's hot in Beijing, China. About 27 degrees.
27 degrees. Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
It's hot in Beijing, China. About 27 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Culburra Beach?
It's 10 degrees outside.
10 degrees. I glared at Siri then, because usually if you ask it something, like what's the temperature somewhere, and then the next time you ask it what's the temperature, it localizes it. Didn't work. Yeah, so I've got all that stuff sorted. I only need like one change of clothes, some home brews for the boys, and another little travel tip I do every time I travel. The week before I travel, I start taking these guys, multivitamins. Now, I'm pretty healthy regularly. You've seen me say, I feel like I'm getting a cold or I feel like I'm coming down with something. This is like a precautionary measure so that you just bump up your immune system because you're going somewhere where there's lots of different bacteria and lots of different, strains of disease that you probably haven't experienced before. And so I just like to boost it. So the week before and the whole trip that I'm on, multivitamins are the go. Another thing I got lined up to remind me, which I've got to do tomorrow, is put on another home brew so that when I come back, this one will be ready to bottle. And by the way, I reckon this is going to be the last brew that I make from this style. I've made them from these pre-mixed worts since I was a kid. And, well, not since I was a kid, since I was in high school. And I think that it might be time to stop that and to start actually mixing my own. I've worked in restaurants for years. I know how to make things. I could get the barley, I could get the hops, I could get the malt, and I could brew my own wort. So if you've got any tips about that, please punch them in the comments below, because I reckon, I'm not going to buy these cans anymore. I'm going to step my game up and just make something slightly more authentic and a little bit more original than just relying on someone else giving me the ingredients. Nothing against these at all. In fact, I love them, but I just, it's time for a change. And that's my reminder to do that tomorrow. What else have I got to do before I go? I've got to put this camera light on charge. This camera light takes the old school Sony batteries, and I charge them in this guy here, the old school Sony Handycam. Gives you the little readout there of how full the battery is.